I don't think guys feel like this when they ghost, do they? I'm not a ghost. I'm not a real ghost. I'm really not. So this is take two. Take two. It's probably not going to be as good as take one, but I'm going to go with it. Hello. So it is the start of another vlog. I know. I start every vlog like that because I am not original. I'm wearing this hair again. This is just temporary. I call this my errands wig. The other wig is drying, so I will switch to the blue hair tomorrow. I'm going to Germany for Christmas, which I'm really excited about. I did this last year as well, and it's just good to get away. You know, I've got family all over the place, and I'm like, gonna make the most of that. Obviously love my immediate family, but I'm gonna go to Germany for a bit, and it'll be nice to see my baby cousin again and spend some time with my family over there. So yeah, really excited. I don't know, I feel like I've slowed down a little bit over the past couple of weeks. I've been really indecisive, and it's just silly little decisions that I can't even, you know, decide on. I've been listening to a lot of Gretchen Rubin's podcast, and I'm trying to understand my tendency more. Like, I am the rebel, so I don't know if you've done her quiz. It's on how you manage inner and outer expectations, and I just resist inner and outer expectations. So I've kind of, you know, felt at the peak of that rebelness over the past few weeks, just not making simple decisions, not doing things that I probably should have done. Sarah Tasker, she's an amazing blogger with a podcast. She is a rebel, and she made loads of money. So I'm like, show me the money, tell me the rebel tips, help. But I think what's good is just being open. And I know, like, when I'm open, people say, you know, if something's not quite right working, just stop. But what I do, I punish myself. I keep going, and I'm like, no, you're meant to do this thing, and then I don't do the thing, and then I feel worse. And it's happened so many times, and it's like, I just need to recognize it and move on, because as a rebel, I do what I want when I want to do it. You know, sometimes I'm wary about blaming this tendency on everything, but I think there's a lot to be said for it, and I can relate to it. I've also ordered the 4 Tendencies books. I'm going to read up on that. I'm probably going to talk about it in every single vlog from now on. So yeah, I felt like I just didn't have a very good, like, productive couple of weeks. But what I have to do is just think about what I have done, you know, what I have achieved. Even though I haven't blogged as much, I think what I've written about has been more relevant. You know, people have been on the page for a long time. Sometimes it's, you know, it's not about just looking at obvious metrics, but these other things, like, how long are people reading for? What's the bounce rate? You know, are people coming back? There's other ways of determining value. So, you know, I feel better when I look at things in a different way. Probably going to be really reflective. This is the last vlog of the year. So yeah, it's weird. You get to, like, September and you're like, oh my God, the year's almost over. And then when you get to December, you're kind of ready for a fresh start and a new sense of purpose. You know, it's been a good year. I've learned a lot about myself and friends and friendship in general. Enough musings. I need to get back to packing. I need to decide if I'm going to go to my parents and give them presents. I still don't know what to get my brother. Like, my brother is so swish. I think I peaked last year. I got him a Comme des Garçons wallet, the small one. I have no idea what to get him, so I'm going to try and figure that out. And yeah, pack. Got to get to the airport for like 5 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to get on with everything, and I will see you in Germany. Hey here. Hello. Say hello, Logan. So I know you. Can you see yourself, Logan? You're not in it. So hello. I'm in Germany with my little cousin, who is very naughty and keeps trying to steal the camera from me.
Yeah.
No, you're not stealing it. So we're in Limburg. I have been up since like 4 a.m. So flagging a little bit, but we're gonna have a look around the Christmas markets. Maybe get some bratwurst. This is what I've been waiting.
Logan, stop trying to take the camera, okay?
I have to.
No, it's mine.
Friday, and I'm in my aunt's kitchen. It's rather nice. There are so many cupboards though, I can't find anything ever. So yeah, today is a bit of a gloomy day in Germany. I think we're gonna head out to Wiesbaden, which is where my aunt used to live. My aunt's been here for like over 20 years. So I've been going to Wiesbaden. It's a, you know, quite a random place to go to in Germany, but it's quite nice. I think the thing I love about Germany is that there's so many nice little towns, lots of really different architecture, and the food is good, you know, good bit of stodge, bit of sausage, bit of schnitzel. There's just a lot of space, you know, it's very green and very calming. So I really love coming here every so often. Last night I did a bit of editing of this vlog, and I've realised a few things. What else was I meant to bring up? I know that I said that 2017 was a good year for me, but for the world, it's a bit crazy. Slave trade in Libya, period poverty, crazy president, inequality, racism, sexism, Islamophobia, fatphobia. There's a lot going on. And yeah, I know sometimes, you know, I've got to switch off from it. But then sometimes I'm like so frustrated because I want to, you know, I want to help, or I want to just try and make a difference in some way. I think one of the issues is that because people don't live in someone else's shoes, they don't know what their struggles are. You know, it happens to me. I don't realise something until something's taken away, and then I'm like, oh, I've never thought about this. And I think it's that empathy that is lacking in a lot of situations. I saw something on Twitter yesterday, and it really does annoy me when people are more upset at being potentially called racist than actual racism itself. And I think, you know, if someone corrects you, it's an ongoing conversation. And if you make a mistake and someone corrects you, it's not about getting defensive. It's about just calmly listening and thinking, you know, this is not for me to comment on. I don't get to decide what is offensive. I'm not just going to go and say this word because I feel entitled to do it. I'm going to listen, I'm going to apologise and learn from it. And I think that's what needs to happen. I would love to write more about this next year, but yeah, I do get a bit like, you know, I have a lot of self-doubt over my writing, but I would love to write about, you know, what needs to be done in terms of addressing diversity. It's an annoying word, but I just say it. Diversity, racism, bias, cultural appropriation. You know, there's a lot of things that I would love to tackle, and also body image as well. But without, you know, I know there's a lot of plus-size bloggers and they're, you know, fighting for just getting clothes that they want to wear. I don't want to diminish their voice, obviously. I don't know, I'm going to have a think about it and hopefully find the right way to talk about these things next year. That is the plan. Oh yeah, and the 4 tendencies, just wanted to say I talk about a lot of things within the context of freelancing. I understand a lot of people are not freelancing. You have to work every day. And I know it's tough. You can't necessarily be like, I'm a rebel, I'm not going to go to work. I mean, I have worked a 9 to 5. And it's weird, like when I worked a 9 to 5, I was very on it, you know, I was trying to go above and beyond. A rebel does what they want to do when they want to do it. So I wanted to be good at my job, so I did everything to be good at my job. So yeah, again, I know I'm freelance and I'm very lucky that I can be freelance. So I just want to acknowledge that. I think it is, you know, the most important thing is to acknowledge any privileges that you may have. So I want to, you know, make sure I've got that across. I think that's everything I have to say today. It's raining, it's chucking it down, but I might see, hopefully it's going to stop soon, I don't know, but would like to get some pictures of this look because I've spent a bit of time on it. So yes, that is what my day is looking like.
We're in Biebrish. We're in Biebrish. And this is the Biebrish, let me do Schloss. So yeah, a lot of the architecture here is like specific to the area. So this looks quite grand.
You can buy this.
It's like palatial.
Yeah.
Very palatial. And they've got a lovely Christmas tree over there. Little Logan has been hijacking my camera. Logan, what have you been?
Make sure you don't put my
Logan, what have you been doing with my camera? I don't know what kind of pictures you've been taking, but you've got to stop. Do you understand?
Yeah. Up there, Logan. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, let me switch. Hello. So it's Saturday, just hanging out in town amongst all the medieval architecture. So yeah, I think the plan today, we might go to another Christmas market. It all finishes today and I want to make sure that I see the one in Wiesbaden because it's really big and really cool. We've got a lot to do. I think this is the last day that the shops are properly open, so my aunt wants to get some bits and bobs. And then tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and we actually start celebrating on Christmas Eve. So that's, you know, a bit exciting because we don't do that in the UK. We're going to my Hungarian uncle's family, and they always do fish and like special cakes and everything. So yeah, just standing in the middle of town talking to myself, and I'm gonna go see what my aunt's up to.
Situation. We've got my Italian sausage here, and then we've got the currywurst and mulled wine.
So it's now Christmas Eve. Getting so close to the big day. I've just woken up. I may look like I'm dressed, but I do have my pyjama bottoms on. I also forgot to say that I saw Get Out the other day, so I feel like I'm the last person in the world to see Get Out, but I managed to read the think pieces and I knew the plot twist. I'm not going to ruin it just in case you're late to the party like me, but it was really good. Like, it was really good on so many levels. You know, it relates to what has gone before slavery in many ways. It's really thought-provoking. It's made me fearful of tea. I'm glad that I finally get, you know, all the memes, so many memes. I hope there's a chance for more films that provoke discussion and have more black people, basically. So yeah, it's been nice to chill out a bit, watch a film. Like, I rarely watch films. I think the next thing I want to see is The Disaster Artist, because I saw The Room at Carrie's. Like, Carrie's obsessed with The Room because it's just so bad. I think the story is really interesting. You know, the fact that this guy was so determined to make an amazing movie, it did so badly but turned into a cult hit. Like, that's a great story in itself. So I think that's next on my list, and I do want to see more movies in 2018, and I want to have like defined chill time. So that is the plan. Always saying that. We've got a lot of Christmas prep to do. I think I've got to peel a lot of vegetables. I want to try and start reading The Four Tendencies. A little bit obsessed with Gretchen Rubin, as you've probably guessed, but yeah, I'm going to try and read some books over Christmas. I've also got one which is more of like an academic look at fashion blogging. So I think I'm just going to feed my brain, and then I'll get like ideas and like jot them down. Love being in Germany, love seeing my little cousin. I don't know if you've seen the vlogs from previous Christmases when he was, you know, really small. I think it's just so cool to watch a child's development, but it's weird to sort of see it every year. Like, I'm the oldest and we have quite big gaps in our family. So I remember when my brother was a baby, I remember when my sister was a baby. Like, that's the most vivid memory, and just seeing her learn new words each day. Now my little cousin, he's like, you know, I've not seen him for a year, and he's speaking English, he's speaking Hungarian, he knows bits of German, and it's just great to see. And he's so cute, even though he's crazy, he's cute. And yeah, the little face, I love the little faces. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and great new year. I don't know if I'm going to do another video this year. I might do a favourites. I've never done a favourites, but I might do a favourites. I've literally just come up with that idea today. So yeah, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, I hope you enjoy spending your time with family or friends, eating loads of food, watching dodgy TV. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and all of your support and your comments. And I will see you in the new year with another vlog. Bye! Also, the date went well, but I just don't think there was a spark. And I feel really bad because he messaged me the next day asking for my blog address and I haven't replied. And I feel really bad, and it's been 2 weeks. So I don't know what to do about that. I feel like a really bad person. I don't think guys feel like this when they ghost, do they? I'm not a ghost. I'm not a real ghost. I'm really not. But yeah, so that's how the date went. I'm still single, so.
I'm gonna add a few curls with my Babulous Curl Secret. It's the only way that I can curl my hair, but you have to be really careful not to let it get stuck, just like I've done here. Awkward.